The Met Gala is one of fashion's most anticipated nights each year, featuring a mix of power players from Hollywood and beyond. It's the subject of a new documentary called The First Monday in May. And as you'll see, organizers leave no stone unturned.
Alex has 6 seats. He's bringing Gaga, Miley, Zoe.
It's a story.
She's looking for one other guy. And then Ricardo is down here with Jessica, Julianne, and Beyonce.
Anna Wintour has been at the helm of the Met Gala for years, raising more than $150 million for the cause. Of course, she is also the editor-in-chief of Vogue and the artistic director of Condé Nast. Anna Wintour, good morning. It's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
I must say I'm a little intimidated. Please don't silently critique my outfit while we speak.
You look perfect.
Oh, good. Oh, good. I was fishing for that. This documentary really takes us behind the scenes of the Met Gala. And over the years, it seems to have become right up there with the Oscars in terms of importance and red carpet and fashion. How did you do that?
Well, it took an army to make the Met Gala what it has become. But what I particularly love about this documentary is that it puts a spotlight on the work of Andrew Bolton, the curator in charge of the Costume Institute, and really takes the viewer with him as the exhibition unfolds, and you really learn about the incredible amount of creative thinking and hard work that goes in to making the exhibition every year. We get a lot of attention, obviously, for the party, but in the end, it's Andrew's work that we're celebrating.
And we really celebrate fashion as art. You talk in the documentary about how fashion must be art because it produces such strong emotions, and there's a great scene with you and your daughter where it produces a lot of emotions. You see her getting ready for the gala.
Yes, yes. Well, she was exceptionally lucky last year to work with Sarah Burton, the creative director at McQueen, and Sarah produced the most fantastic dress, and to me that was a dress that belongs in the Metropolitan Museum. But you know, for years I've walked through the galleries when the exhibitions are up and listened to people talking about the costumes that they're looking at and becoming very involved in the audio, or discussing where the costumes originated, and you see there's a very deep emotional reaction, and that makes everything so worthwhile.
We saw you poring over the seating chart, and we learn where you get this reputation of being, attentive to detail and meticulous. Is that hard? Is it kind of like matchmaking, putting all these different celebrities from different walks of life together?
Well, I'm very lucky in my team. They sit opposite me, and I get to see them every day sitting there, staring at the seating chart, not doing much. It's almost like a chess game. But in the end, everything comes into place, and we just hope everybody has a great time.
How did you like those cameras following you everywhere? That's kind of like living dangerously, right?
Well, I have learned that documentary makers are incredibly sneaky people, very elegant, very kind, very low-key, and they just follow you around until you make a complete fool of yourself and say something that you deeply regret. But I had so much respect for Andrew Rossi's work with Page One, the documentary he made before this one about the New York Times. So I think we all felt that we were in safe hands, up to a point.
This year's theme is Manus Ex Machina, sort of the relationship between handmade fashion and now what we're seeing with all that technology can do. And I love the dress code you've made for this event. Tech white tie.
Yes.
What does that mean? And have you got any hints on what people are going to wear?
We'll be exceptionally creative. I had a couple of very interesting emails in the last couple of weeks. There's one young man in England who's working with a Savile Row tailor on an 18th century waistcoat that is embroidered with silver thread, probably made by monks somewhere, that's going to be in the form of an Apple motherboard. And then I had another email from a great supporter of the Met who's having her dress designed by artificial intelligence. So the sketch that she sent me was actually designed by a robot.
And before we move on, Matt Lauer is going to be a guest there.
Yes.
What should he wear? If he were here, he'd be asking you, so should I just pass on any tips?
Well, I think that there's definitely going to be a big mood for silver. So I'm hoping a touch of silver.
Okay, I'll pass it on. You're going to do something this morning that is so rarely done, which is give us a sneak peek of the Vogue cover next month.
Yes.
And who's our cover woman?
Well, I'm thrilled that it's Taylor Swift, who's my co-chair this year at the Met Gala. And we were very much wanted to give Taylor a new look, make her into a sort of rock and roll chick. We were also very aware that the rumors circulating at the time that Hedi Slimane, the great designer for Yves Saint Laurent, might be stepping down from his post, so we wanted to do homage to Hedi on the cover. But we love the way she looks. We think she looks young and modern and different, and I can't wait to see what she's going to wear on May 2nd.
One of my favorite online features of Vogue is 73 questions. We
Yes.
just have about 30 seconds, so I was going to add a few more questions for you. What is the one fashion trend you would like to banish forever?
Well, I don't really love nylon.
Okay, good. Have you ever taken a selfie?
Never.
What do you think about athleisure?
It's such a difficult word. I'm trying to invent a new one. I wish you would help me.
Are culottes ever a good idea?
If you're tall and thin like Carly Kloss, yes.
Stilettos or chunky heels?
Well, stilettos.
And what is the least fashionable thing about you, Anna Wintour?
I have a mean backhand.
And you and I both love Roger Federer,
Yes,
huge tennis
yes.
fans. Anna Wintour, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you
Thank you for
being
having
here.
me.
And we should mention the first Monday in May opens in select theaters tomorrow. The new issue of Vogue will be on newsstands in New York and LA next week and nationwide on the 26th. Guys.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.